Congratulations. Important first question. Nickname, please, and how you got it.
Yeah, it's Larkey. I actually don't know how I got it. I had it in a little bit late high school, so it started somewhere there. But Lukey McDonald caught onto it, and he just would not stop saying it. So that's how it stuck. But yeah, thanks.
What's it mean to be a Rising Star nominee, joining three other boys here this year?
It's nice, a bit of reward, but it doesn't mean too much. It's good that my junior club gets a bit of cash for it, but no, I suppose it's like an indictment on our recruiters and how well we've been able to develop some young boys. We've had, I think, 4 this year now, so and there's a couple more who could. I think Curtis Taylor played pretty well on the weekend, and LDU still can get a nomination. So. We don't really play for the individual stuff, but yeah, it's nice to get a little bit of recognition.
Would have been a good feeling in the Larkey household on Sunday night, wouldn't there? 10 goals between you.
Yeah, I sort of try to keep the lid on things. He's the louder personality, but we've got I live with Cam and Deck Watson, and yeah, if Deck can get a senior game this year, it'll be the trifecta. That'd be good.
Does it mean more to you, Nick, because you've worked really hard in the VFL and proved yourself? So to have this reward, is it even more special?
Yeah, I suppose what was most special for me was just getting a consistent run in the ones this year. I played, as you said, the whole of last year in the twos, and I think it actually held me in good stead. It was like a bit of a blessing in disguise that I got to I work on my craft down there, and now it's held me in good stead to have a good consistent run. But yeah, I'm just enjoying it.
What sort of influence has Reece had on your footy?
Really positive. Everyone loves Shorey at the club. He's just such a good people's person, and our game plan has been a combination of all the 10 years that Brad was here, and put into place. And Shorey's just been great at getting the best out of us and getting us to action it really. Yeah.
Your form's as good as anyone as a team right now. Can you sniff a finals berth potentially?
Well, Shorey's pretty good at keeping it week by week. It's a pretty boring answer, but we're just like taking it one game at a time. Obviously, big game this weekend against Essendon, so I think it's important not to think too far ahead because, I don't know, the way we've been going, we've just been thinking about getting the job done week in, week out and focusing on the game coming up. So, yeah, hopefully we can get it done this weekend.
Unusual preparation the other day. You're sitting in a theatre watching the VFL game, obviously watching Majak. What was that like for the boys to be sitting there and watching that before you went out to play?
Oh, unbelievable. It was inspirational to see him run out there and play, and that little fist pump, a bit of carry on at the start there, running out. It's just unbelievable that he's back, and it just lifts everyone in the whole team. I can't believe it. No one can believe that he's back playing like footy at all, really, let alone good footy. And he took a nice mark and had a few touches here and there, but it's just going to be unreal if he can get back to playing AFL footy. Amazing.
Does it feel a bit like you guys have nothing to lose at the moment? Because this run potentially towards finals, there's now 4 of you in the locker room celebrating nominations. It's an exciting time.
I suppose so. It's good to know that the club's got. I don't know. It's good to know that we don't have to rely on our senior players the whole time. It's good to take a little bit of weight off their shoulders because. Obviously last year and the year before, the only avenue, not the only, but a massive avenue to goal was Brownie. And over time, that takes a toll, like defenders adjust. So it's nice to balance out the load for him. And it's same down back. Sam Durden's come in, played really well. We've got a good group of young boys in the twos, Deck Watson and stuff. So, it's just good to take the load off them. And yeah, certainly there is a bit of nothing to lose mentality, and that's not a bad thing to have.
You inherited the number 20 off Drew Petrie. You've been sort of compared to him as a player and a person as well. That must have been a pretty big honour.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I was. I remember when I got asked if I wanted to wear it, and I couldn't believe it because Schimmelbusch wore it before Petrie, and then he's like 300 gamer, and Petrie then wore it, and he's a 300 gamer. So it was a big shoes to fill. But I called him when I got it, and he just. So I've never actually met him face to face, but he seemed like he was just a really nice guy. I had a good chat to him, and he just said it's just a number, go out there and play Shimona footy each week, and yeah, that's all I've tried to do.
Now, you made your debut against the Bombers a couple of years ago. What do you remember from that game?
I remember it pretty clearly. And I think I'll be reminded of it probably when I hit the field again. But yeah, that's all right. It's a pretty funny story now. Didn't touch the ball once, dropped 3 marked inside 50. But no, it's I don't know. It's good. It's funny to look back on. I'm definitely in a better space now, footy-wise, than I was back then, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it won't really play on my mind at all. I just think of it that I'm playing team footy, and you know, if I get 2 touches but play my role for the team and create a contest, then I'll be happy with that game. And if I kick 5 and you know, like last week, and it'll just be the same thing. So yeah.
As a young player, do you understand the rivalry with Essendon this club has?
Yeah, we've been taught it. We had I remember my first 2 years had Shimbona sort of education sort of thingies. You're right. Shimbona education sort of things, which was run by Anthony Stevens and Dave Madigan, some of the other staff of the club, and oh no, they ran us through all that sort of rivalry, premierships that we've won, and just ran us through the rich history of the club. And oh no, I love that sort of stuff. I think it's important that we do that sort of stuff, just to know why you want to respect playing and why you want to pull on the jersey week in, week out. But yeah, I know there is a bit of a rich history, yes, and it's a pretty important game, this one, so it should be good.